All right, guys, welcome back. Back at it with some more 2JZ 240 content. Long overdue. It's been a couple of weeks since I worked on this car, but I got a bunch of goodies that I want to show you guys. As you guys can see, we're pretty much getting closer and closer for the first start. I don't want to speak too ahead of myself, but if things go well, fingers crossed, we might be able to start this thing for the first time this weekend. It's worth to mention, my brother's Supra is back from fab work. He already got the custom downpipe, heater core lines, all that fancy fab stuff that he needed. So we should be having this car up and running pretty soon too as well. But back to this car. I already started kind of mocking up the wiring harness. Got it ran through. Just kind of started seeing what's what, what's gonna go where. Cool thing about it is that as you guys know, everything from Wiring Specialties is pretty much labeled. So I basically just got to figure out what's the best way to kind of tuck it without having a bunch of wires exposed. So you got the fuse box harness here as well. Kind of did plug everything up here. Just kind of have to make it look a little bit more cleaner because I don't want this exposed stuff like this. You know, probably throw some zip ties and tuck it, try to tuck it under the fuse box or something. You guys know you usually have to relocate these, but I figured if I could get away with it without removing this whole fuse box harness, and we'll just leave it. So as of now, I think we might be Gucci, hopefully. Yeah, let me show you guys something. So I ended up having to buy a new throttle body because mine was missing this little speed actuator level thingy, whatever it's called, the TPS. And also this side was missing too on mine. But I ended up buying a spare black one, but when they shipped it, I think they just threw my shit in there because it has a big ass dent. So, oh well, sucks. Talked to the guy. We're already trying to see if we could open up a claim. But pretty much I took off all the pieces that this good one had and threw it on mine and painted mine black. Also got the CX Racing throttle cable bracket. So now everything is pretty much in place, lined up. Did the drive-by wire delete as well. It's worth mentioning that. We're going standalone, so we don't really need none of that stuff. Which brings me to the next piece. Had to run inside real quick, but I'm telling you guys, I've been kind of just stacking parts because this thing is long overdue for a first start. But so you guys can see right here, picked up the EMU black. Key components that I was missing to start this thing. Well, we can't even start it with this, obviously. But yeah, finally secured the standalone. So let's see how EMU black is. I'm coming from Link ECU. That's what I had on my 1JZ. Link ECU, but my brother always ran EMU black, so I kind of helped him out a little bit setting off the software so that he could do the tune and stuff. So looks pretty legit. So at least we got this. Also ended up picking up some 1ZZ coil packs, the part number. The only thing is that these are a little bit taller than the old school 1ZZ coil packs, so they do sit a little bit higher. My original coil pack cover doesn't fit, but I got these for a pretty good deal on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know why, but the guy had a bunch of brand new coil packs. He had like 8 or 10. Sold it to me for pretty cheap, brand new. So I was like, you know what? Worst case, let's just send it. But yeah, we pretty much got coil packs in there, the whole harness. The last thing I really need is like radiator hoses. And some stuff actually came in the mail today. I want to show you guys as well. I also got the oil feed line right here. Shout out to PHR, pretty nice line. Still got to get the return, as you guys could see, for the oil pan. It's actually going to come in the mail today, so hopefully might get lucky, it'll show up in a little bit. But I mean, bro, that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else we really need for a first start other than just hooking up the harness, the EMU black, give it power to everything, and then just starting it up. Throw fluids in it. Got no fluids, so yeah, this car's a mess though. I kind of have to clean it up a little bit. And I also gotta get some seats, bro. I don't have seats, bro. I ended up selling my S15 seats. So if anybody has any 240SX seats or even buckets, reclinables, whatever, just let me know. Kind of need something just to, at least a driver's seat to actually drive this thing. I just have to finish installing the engine harness, tuck it kind of nicely. And then after that, I think I'll probably jump in to finish the hot side. So I'll do the turbo lines, finish installing that. make the custom return line for the turbo as well to the drain. And other little stuff too, like I need the hardware for the manifold and like little stuff like that. But other than that, I think that's it. I already have the IAT sensor. Probably just gonna tap it into here somewhere by the intercooler. I was thinking of the manifold, but I guess it kind of heat soaks and it gives wrong readings if you do it on the manifold. So we'll just do it on the intercooler for now. And
one eternity later.
All right, so I had to end yesterday a little bit short because it got dark, but we got the 240 now under some light, and we got my brother for moral support. Bruh. But anyways, let me show you the mess that I got into right now. Jacked up the car because I saw some fluids draining. I was like, how? I don't even think there's any fluid in this. And I guess I forgot I put oil in the car, like a quart, and I forgot to tighten the drain bolt. So all the oil just fucking spilled on the ground. So already making a mess. But yeah, let me show you guys what I've gotten done so far. I already kind of started mocking up pretty much all of the wiring harness. Got it all ran through. All the injectors and everything is pretty much connected. Still got to do the starter wiring. Got to get underneath the car and just connect everything right there. After that, once the wiring is pretty much in, I'm going to focus on the hot side. Like I told you guys, I already got the feed line for the turbo. I also got the drain flange for the oil return. So I got to go ahead and make an oil drain for the turbo. And then after that, we got to hook up the power cables, power cable to the starter, alternator, the fuse box. Well, the fuse box is already connected. So we just got to do a power cable for the starter and then for the alternator. And I think that's it. I mean, I got brand new spark plugs too that I got to put on and hook up the EMU black, load up a base map and see if it does anything. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this manifold off so we can go see what we're working with right here. So, fuck, this shit weighs hella heavy. Yes, quick release. Shout out T-Fab for the manifold and Pulsar for the turbo. But look, now it's a little bit more easy to access this side. I'm gonna have to remove all of these studs. Well, they're already loose. I just put them on just so I can mock up the manifold. So I gotta take those off, get new bolts, new hardware, and we're gonna go ahead and connect the oil feed de una vez, just so it can be pretty much done. And then this is the other oil feed for the twin turbos, but we're gonna block that one off. Obviously, we'll add an oil cooler and a cash cam, but that's after. The main thing that I'm trying to do right now is just to see if this thing even turns on and idles properly. Because we compression checked it, but we don't even know if this thing fully runs. So that's the goal for today. The main thing that I just want to make sure is that the engine is good. Because like I told you guys, I don't even know if this thing is solid yet. But fingers crossed, everything goes good. I did remove the oil pump. I did do the cams. I mean, not the cams, but I did do the valve stem seals. So I had to remove the cams. It was my first time doing all that type of work. So torqued everything properly, but you know, shit happens. So hopefully everything is good. Quick little O'Reilly's run. Get all the stuff that we need. All right, this is the turbo drain flange that goes to the oil pan. Goes right there. So I'm gonna throw that on, bolt that on real quick, and then we could throw on the hot side. All right guys, here's a quick little update. It took a little bit longer than it should have because I kind of lost these fittings. So I kind of spent the last hour just looking for these. But anyways, we got the drain flange and then we got a 10 AN 45 degree. So it wouldn't be shooting out straight. We got to have it as level as possible. So we got the turbo feed line on, all tight to the block. All right, you guys see it right there. And then over here, we got this plugged off already. That would be for the rear, for the twin turbos. So now, the next thing I got to do is we got to clock this turbo. I already took it off, but pretty much we want to have the feed, which is right here, facing up, straight as possible. Take this out. All right, you guys see right there, it's pretty straight up. Already kind of clocked it. So now I just got to go ahead and put this all back together, and we should be able to put this turbo housing back on. Bruh. All right, guys, it's getting kind of late, but pretty much I got the whole turbo manifold on, new gaskets, hardware on, with the turbo drain, flanges, everything is pretty much on, as well with the feed. It's just sitting here right now. Just got to finish clocking the turbo, then we could go ahead and put it back on, tighten everything up, and make the final drain line. And I think that's it. Like I said, we just still need power for the starter and power for the alternator. And we're gonna join all of those to this little distribution block that I have right here, coming straight from the battery. So once we have all that, I think that should be pretty much it. Should be ready for the first start. A couple of things I still need to do, like gotta get the oil pressure sensor, fuel pressure sensor, a couple of stuff like that. But like I said, I just want to make sure that this thing turns on first, and once we see that everything is good, we'll go ahead and button up all the other little stuff. But yeah, that was fun. That's pretty much gonna do it for this video. My bad if it's a little bit all over the place, but I'm just trying to give you guys a quick little update of where the car is at and what's pretty much is next. But yeah, fingers crossed, if everything goes well, I'll start it up in a couple of days. I got a couple of fittings I have to order still. I guess Toyota uses 3/8 BSPT or something like that, the English piping thread. Now no MPT, so a couple of fittings I have to order. But then other than that, that should be it. We'll go ahead and connect the ECU inside, load up the base map, hit up the tuner, and see if it turns on. But yeah, little solo dolo video for today. Shout out to all of you guys that have been here from the beginning, rooting for the 2JZ build. No, it took a little bit longer than expected, but that's life, you know? As long as it's getting done, that's all that matters. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.